Hi everyone and welcome back to 5 Minute Family Search. So now we have learned how to create an account and how to recover a username or password if we should forget. So now we're going to go ahead and just log into Family Search. So I went back up to the search bar and typed in Family Search and it brought me to this page. And I'm going to come up here to the right and click Sign In. And it is going to bring me to the main Family Search login page. So username and password, those are correct. And I'm just going to click stay signed in for 2 weeks. And like I said before, if you're not on your home computer, you do not want to check on that, only if you're at home. So that will bring us to the main page here. So up in the left-hand corner, Family Search, that is just the icon that you can click on if you're anywhere in Family Search, and it'll bring you back to this tree. I'm sorry, to this page right here. This is the family tree, search, memories, indexing, and temple, and these are all different sections that we're going to cover in future videos. Up here is a message center. So if somebody sends you a message, whether they might have a question about something that you've worked on in Family Tree or about an ordinance, anything like that, they'll send you a message and you'll see that right there and you can click on that and then go ahead and converse with the person. These are volunteer opportunities. This is a Get Help section. The ones that you really want to focus on are this Help Center. If you need help and you can type a question in or contact us, and that will help you contact Down to Salt Lake. And they are very easy to talk to, and they're always so kind and always wanting to be so helpful. And so you can always contact them if you have questions about Family Search. So now we are just looking at our page here. This section right here will look different on yours. This is just because I'm a consultant, so those are videos that I can watch to help with my calling. Over here are recommended tasks, and we're going to go over what these icons mean in future videos. But what this is people will log in and they're like, well, I don't even know where to get started. So the computer has generated, these are people that are in my family tree, and these are just different areas that I could actually begin work on. So these blue icons, these are fun ones, and we'll talk about them later. But these are records that are government records, whether they're birth certificates or marriage certificates, anything like that, that has your ancestor's name in it. So this could be a marriage or anything like that. I don't know until I click on it, but it would have Josiah Dernberger's information in there, and then I can go through and attach. And like I said, we'll talk about this later, but these are just different ways that the computer is generating help start things for you to get in there to really start getting into your tree and working on your ancestors. These underneath this is my grandfather. On this left side, what it's going to do is it's going to generate pictures that people, either you, yourself, or somebody else has put in that appertain to your tree. So this is something that I actually did. This is a story that I put in about my grandfather and a picture and my two children. And as you continue down, you'll see that other people have put in stuff too. So anytime that there are pictures or stories or anything like that added to your tree, sometimes they'll show up over there on the left-hand side. Coming down further, let's see. We're going to go back up to the top. I apologize. Recommended tasks we just went over. Recent people. This is a list of people that I have worked on recently in my tree. And some people say, I was working on a person and then I don't know what happened. I lost him. You can just go back to this main page and this will have recently viewed people. And you can even click see more and it'll have a whole bunch more listed out for you. And there's another area that we can access that information to, but this is one way right here. This is a to-do list that you generate yourself. If you want to make yourself a note to do something in the future, you can just type it in right here and click add. This we'll talk about in a little bit. This is creating your free accounts for Ancestry, MyHeritage, Find My Past, and there's a couple others that you can set up free accounts for yourself. So we're just going to keep scrolling to the bottom. And this is an obituary that somebody put in. Here's more pictures that somebody put in. Here is a picture of their gravesite. So it's just really, it's nice to go through and it really makes it real for you to be able to see your family and things that people are posting about your family. Now down here at the bottom, these are kind of easy to overlook. About, you don't really need to know. This blog right here, this is a family search blog, and so they list information of things that are going to be coming up or that have already happened, but anything that's related to family search, they put the information in the church blog there, and so that's kind of interesting to read. Feedback is if you have something to tell them. Sitemap, you don't need to concern yourself with. An app gallery, we're going to go into that in a second. And if you needed to change the language, you could change the language right there. I'm obviously doing mine in English, but you could change it to any of the other languages. An app gallery, I'm just going to touch on this really quickly. This is a place that you can come into that are apps that are compatible to Family Search so that they work with them. If you come here into categories, these right here are LDS access ones. And what that means is that these apps are able to gather information from Family Search. And so when you use those apps, it's going to pair up specifically with your family tree and be able to go in and help you set up charts, not so much the games. These right here, these LDS Access, these apps provide special access and features for Latter-day Saints. So these are just different, like I said, apps that you can go into that will, and I'll probably make videos for these later on, but that you can go into that will help you to get into your family tree and to find more information, to find people who need their temple work done. It's just a great resource of information. And like I said, it's kind of buried there on the bottom of the page. You don't see it too much, but this is a fun place to come and look around um, in the app section to see if there's anything that you want to research or check out. So anyway, thank you so much.